Drink from these cups and drink pure life. I'm also pouring into your cup some light.
Here we come to you. That's what this whole grown man conversation's for us to conversate like grown men and help each other out. Because you ain't gonna take no help if you can't have a conversation like a grown man. Simple. If somebody always looking down on you, talking down on you, talking down to you, instead of talking with you, not talking at you, talking with you,
yes,
it's gonna hit different every time. The message is gonna go over their head, but they also have to look at it from a different perspective than their own.
Girl, it's all in your mind. I just wanna hold it together and keep my
same knowledge. I'm not really biased or particularly partial to just sharing the wealth or knowledge with one person. I like to do more inclusive strategies to building people up. You know, that's how I see, from my perspective, that's the righteous way to be. A man that withholds knowledge that I was telling Topher about the other day in one of our private grown man conversations we were having. It went a little something like this. I said, if you buy a candy bar, it costs what, $1, right? And I said, what is one candy bar a week worth to you? A Snicker. Everybody like a Snicker or a Reese's, so.
$1.20. $1?
I mean, a candy bar, to me, is worth like 10 cents. But in real life, they charging like $1.25 to $1.50 for a damn candy bar. Pardon my French on that D word. And the reason I put that damn on there is because a candy bar is still just a candy bar. It ain't got no bigger, it ain't got no better.
But the price.
Why is the price of a candy bar going up? Oh, because of inflation. Man, look here. A candy bar ain't nothing good for you. It ain't nothing good about it for you.
Chemicals.
It's chemicals and diabetes, and it ain't nothing good for you. So you tell me like this, if I told you, if you put one candy bar a week, every Friday you took that, not even the whole cost of a candy bar, $1, every Friday, and put it in a shoebox, right? And you did that from January 1st to the end of the year.
52.
You have $52 in your shoebox. And then if I told you, if you put it in a magic shoebox that gains a little interest, that $52 in a year's time, from putting $1 every Friday in that shoebox, you put it in a magic shoebox, even if it only gained like 20 to 30% in a year's time, that's still gonna turn into like $60, $70 somewhere in the ballpark. We're just a rough estimate, just from doing that. And then you do that over the course of 10 years, that's $520. $520, and I like to use the 10-year plan because it's realistic. It's realistic. We all hope we live another 10 years. We all know we can throw away $1 a day, so it's nothing to throw away $1 a week. I mean, maybe it is, but it shouldn't be.
Might as well do it.
I mean, $1 today, like 10 cents 10 years ago. So in 10 years, that is $520. If you put 20% interest on that, it's gonna be $640, okay? Now, if you got a whole mass of people, say you had like 1 million people doing that.
Yeah.
I know there's more than 1 million people that got $1 a week, they can just throw it away. We could all have a like burn $1 a week challenge where we all take out $1 and burn it every Friday. And a whole million people would probably do that just because it's trending. So we can call it $1 a week burn trend. But we ain't gonna burn it, and we don't want your dollar. We want you to take it and put it in one of these apps.
Yeah, and invest into yourself.
Invest it into yourself and your future.
Love yourself.
You.
This
love
is
you.
one step of loving yourself.
You.
Besides watching
And
what
you.
you eat and do and say.
And you. And you.
Love yourself, please.
You ain't gotta love me, love you.
I don't want your love, because I'm gonna love you.
I love you too. And God love us all, so we gotta love you.
Yeah. You gotta love me too, but you know.
Well, we hope you love us, but if you don't, love yourself enough to throw $1 away every Friday.
It'll come to you.
And we're gonna make sure it come to you.
You ain't got no choice.
You got 1 million people do that, that's a lot of money.
A
From
million
nothing.
people putting $1 away.
All right, let me give them the math. I'm good at numbers.
Yeah.
Somebody said I got an obsession with numbers before, you know?
Hey, numbers run. Never mind. Go ahead, brother.
Hey.
Go ahead, brother.
You gonna give them the whole conversation?
Go ahead,
Give them, that
brother.
was our conversation.
That was,
we ain't gonna give them all of it. We're gonna give y'all some of it though. Don't worry about that. We're gonna give y'all enough of it to
In
get
due
by.
time.
It'll come to you. All right, so say you got 1 million people burning $1 a week in their account, like every Friday. That's $1 million every Friday that collaboratively, as a collective whole, we are investing in one particular thing, okay? That's where we're trying to go with this at some point in the future. Even 100,000, like 10,000 people, that's still like, it's substantial once you have the numbers as a collective. Now, I like to use 1 million because you can see the vision clearly when I put it like this. So that's 1 million every Friday, because you got 1 million people putting one worthless dollar in one investment. In 1 year's time, that's 52 weeks. How many millions would that be? 52 million in a year's time. In 10 years' time, that would be how many millions? 520. 520. 520 in 10 years' time. In one thing, from $1 once a week from us. Now, you mean to tell me, if you have a collective like that, doing that in 10 years, everybody ain't gonna be eating? Challenge me on that if you don't believe. Challenge me on that. Challenge me on that. You got $52. $52. And that is just with 52 people.
Yes,
So you got 1 million people, that's 52 million in a week. But if you only got $1 and 1 million people, that's still 1 million a week.
Sorry, I'm just still shocked.
52 million in a year, 520 million in 10 years. And all that is being unified. It costs you nothing to throw away $1 a week and burn that dollar. Burn it, burn it. I'll set $1 on fire every Friday if 100,000 people do this. It's gonna take away from the group, but me and Topher both will burn $1 every Friday. We'll burn that dollar. And I ain't being braggadocious or nothing, because in a year time, we'll be like, man, that $52 could have bought some vegetables and some good fruit and stuff. Could have bought us a new juicer, dude. Why we burn that? But the reality is, these pennies add up. And unity is the greatest, unity is the greatest weapon you can tap into. Love and unity. It's like a shield and a sword. It's unbeatable, it's invincible. And God just wants us to have love and unity. You know, stop looking at each other like we're better or we're greater. You know, that's not what we're here for.
I will be putting it on YouTube as well.
That's not what we're here for. We're here on this earth to show love and be kind and be humble and be modest and be genuine. I love when I meet a person and they're just whoever they are, that's how they carry it. They don't care if you look at them as they're goofy or silly or they're not as smart as you or as pretty as you. Don't nobody care about that. That's all the superficial stuff that gets you nothing in life. Remember the coolest guy in high school or the coolest, flyest chick in high school or woman, girl, and then you get out of high school. We all know where this is going.
Yeah.
Man, homie, in high school, you was a man, homie. What happened to you? 50 Cent put that best. You put all your eggs in that one basket of shining in high school, and then 5 years later, this same guy walking down the street with 80,000 beads, like he in Mardi Gras, dancing to music he can't even hear, lost from doing bad drugs or whatever he was doing. You know, I'm not taking no shot at nobody. I'll just use that example because I've seen a guy like that.
We talk fast.
I've seen a guy like that. And I'm gonna pray for him every time I see him. And I'm always kind to him when I see him because I understand this used to be one of the coolest guys in his high school. And all the girls used to fight over this guy. And now they be like, I can't believe that's him today. Oh my God. oh my God, it's right. Oh my God, you need to drop down on your knees and pray for him because he is done. He out the game, coach. I don't want to be cool in the eyes of everybody in the world. I just want to be cool in my walk with God and in my walk with y'all as far as anything righteous and substantial.
We walk to uplift each other.
That's what we're doing. This podcast is going somewhere because we on here for a real reason. Literally. Not for no shine. Literally. Not for no fame. I don't care about your fame. I want to be able to go to McDonald's and buy a poison burger and tell my kids we don't come here but once a month or once every 2 or 3 months because look at this. I can take this and let you throw it in the back seat of my car like that last one I found back there and it's still going to be the same burger. This is not a real burger. It's like some plastic or some GMO or something.
Real things lose nutrition is value over time. It molds. That's natural. All these preservatives.
Yeah, they ain't gonna mold. Them fries. Them fries. You could grab one of them fries from between your back seat and still eat it. And I touched on that because I don't want to be famous in the sense I can't go and go do that. You know, I want to do that with my children and everybody, you know, still just treat me as a normal human being.
That's what we are. Just because we got a few people that follow us don't mean nothing.
Yeah.
I just want to keep my head up.
Drink from these cups and drink pure light. I'm also pouring into your cup some light.
Here it comes to you. That's what this whole grown man conversation's for us to conversate like grown men and help each other out. You ain't gonna take no help if you can't have a conversation like grown men. Simple. If somebody always looking down on you, talking down to you, instead of talking with you, not talking at you, talking with you, it's gonna hit different every time. The message is gonna go over their head, but they also have to look at it from a different perspective than their own.
Girl, it's all in your mind. I just wanna hold it together and keep my
same knowledge. I'm not really biased or particularly partial to just sharing the wealth or knowledge with one person. I like to do more inclusive strategies to building people up. You know, that's how I see, from my perspective, that's the righteous way to be. A man that withholds knowledge is a fool.